Before we get our hands dirty here, I want to take a quick moment to address something. I'm sure you've all noticed that something around here has changed, and I did get my hair cut. You know, at first you think it's getting too long, and so you get it cut, but then it's a little too short, and you're like, what have I done? So, you know, that's life. We're all just learning together here. So I have a lot of fun making videos for you guys, my diehard fans. Ooh, what if we called ourselves the Rad Army? We could do one of these bad boys and then put like a hammer across it. It'd be like the hammer and sickle. Maybe someone thinks it's a little historically insensitive, I don't know. But comedy equals tragedy plus time, as they say, and it's been like at least 70 years. The cutoff's probably around 50, so I think we're in the clear, and I thought it might be fun to give you sort of an insight into what all goes into one, just the process of making it. So today I want to give you an overview of my creative process, what I do to come up with the idea of the video before I actually film it. A little peek behind the curtain, if you like that sort of terminology. So here we go. First, I awake, my mind racing, full of ideas, visions, and possibilities. I know I must create, so I leave the warm comfort of my bed, tuck my blender in all snug and tight, and sneak quietly out of the room. A full tummy is the soil from which creativity springs. Thus, a healthy breakfast is the most critical step of the journey. I like to have a breakfast that's nutrient-dense and easy on the stomach. Now that we've nourished our frail human frame, it's time to find the inspiration for our video. Comedy has to be accessible to the masses, so I like to titillate my noggin with extensive lists of randomly generated common nouns.
Marble, teeth, dimension, cemetery, permafrost, approval, bottle, behavior. Boy, this is starting to sound like some kind of Freudian word association thing. Grain, shirt, branch, business, lettuce. Ugh. Oh, I think I'm getting a little overloaded with all this raw creative freedom here. I guess it's time for the last step.
My vital organs are nourished, my brain has been tickled. Now it's time to let the raw ideas condense into quips and buffoonery. I like to spend some time in sensory deprivation to catalyze the joke formation. The key is to find a nice nook or cranny in your house that's both dark and abounding in warm, stale air. This boiler closet works great for our purposes. And after just a few brief hours in here, I'll be ready to film my masterpiece. Welcome back, everyone, to the latest episode of Garden Radio, the show for all you aspiring green thumbs out there. So our first caller is a dandelion enthusiast from Des Moines, Iowa, Kevin T. So Kev, tell us, what makes a dandelion a weed?
Well, I'm gonna stop you right there, Alec. Let's back up a bit. So, it's actually a pretty fiercely debated controversy. So on the one side, you've got who we call the weedies.
And that's how I do it. Feel free to play around with my methods, adjust this, fiddle with that, see what works for you. As per usual, thanks for watching. I always appreciate it. If you'd like to join the ranks of the Rad Army, you know what to do. Well, that about wraps this one up, but before we go, how about a little more of that garden radio?
And this is exactly what you people do. You get on your radio programs and network TV, and you just dump on succulent cultivators like they're second-class gardeners. And I'm sick and tired of it, okay? There's nothing wrong with...
Okay.
There's nothing...
No,
there's nothing wrong with...
Okay, hey, look. Okay, I don't think you're fairly representing my viewpoint here, okay? Because I have succulents in my garden, okay? I have them, okay? But you have to admit that they are easier to grow.
Oh,
you
yeah,
just have to
here we
admit
go.
that.